Barcelona's world-famous La Masia Academy has encountered numerous issues in the years since producing the unforgettable Tiki-Taka generation. In parts 1 and 2 of our La Masia series, we explored the Academy's history and its recent problems. In this third and final part, we look directly at the young players who have left the Academy and the club in search of new homes. These are the players that left Barcelona behind. In 2014, Barcelona was sanctioned by FIFA for illegally signing players under the age of 18. As a result, the club was forced to move on the players behind the breach. 3 in particular have gone on to have bright futures. Kubo, a talented 18-year-old midfielder who's just joined Real Madrid this summer for €2 million, spent years of his footballing education in Catalonia before having to return to Tokyo. Andre Onana, Ajax's excellent goalkeeper, who is as well known for his shot-stopping ability as his distribution, has shown exactly what quality he possesses in both the Eredivisie and the Champions League. And Carlopa Veda, another midfield prospect, has spent his pre-season with Manchester City's first team at the age of 19. Spain's national youth setup is concerned due to the lack of central defenders coming through their ranks, but Eric Garcia is a shining light within a dearth of other options. Regarded as one of the brighter prospects from Barca's academy back in 2017, the teenager has taken the captain's armband at youth level and displays a lot of quality on the ball as expected from a modern centre-back. After turning down a new deal at La Masia, probably fearing his opportunities bottlenecking, the chance to work under Pep Guardiola was too good to miss. Adrien Bernabe is another. Having spent 5 years at La Masia, he turned down the offer of a contract renewal. Most recently, Bernabe spent the summer's pre-season with Manchester City's first-team squad. The 18-year-old midfielder has followed Eric Garcia's path, and so far, it appears to have been the right decision, with Guardiola apparently keen to integrate the playmaker into his long-term plans in England. Another player currently with Spain's under-19 side who saw fit to leave Catalonia in search of further first-team opportunities is Sergio Gomez, who's found a new home at Borussia Dortmund. A talented number 10, creative and a danger when attacking the box, Gomez moved after Dortmund activated his reported release clause of just €3 million and spent last season on loan at relegated Huesca. More recently, Mateo Mori, who had suffered protracted injury issues, also moved to the Westfalenstadion. The 19-year-old right-back was developing at a rapid rate before picking up a terrible knee injury, which saw him miss the entire 18-19 campaign. Another key player for Spain at youth level, this time as part of the country's victorious under-17 Euros squad in 2017, Mori offered plenty of drive and attacking threat from right-back. He scored 3 goals in that tournament and looked to be every bit the right mould of wing-back to fit into Barca's positive style of play. Jordi Bula was snapped up by Monaco for €3 million back in 2017. Electric on the ball and an exciting, incisive winger, Bula was the kind of player who had promised to get fans off their seats with his flair and technical ability. Not wanting to pay him the wages required to renew a deal, Barca instead sold their prospect on the cheap to avoid losing him for free. Given how Bula has failed to kickstart his career in France nor make an impact on the first team, this is one deal which hasn't yet stung his ex-employers. One of the most unusual cases is Dani Almo, who, now 21, left La Masia for Croatia 5 years ago. Choosing to take the gamble and feature for a club that would give him a set pathway to the first team, the teenager went on to make his first appearance for Dinamo Zagreb in the summer of 2014. Had he remained in Catalonia, the same progress would have been unrealistic. Moving for a free transfer as a 16-year-old, Almo has since established himself as a key man for Dinamo, and played an important role in Spain's under-21 European Championship victory in Italy and San Marino this summer. A very tricky winger with a lot of end product, he's due a big move, and his plan to leave Barca to catch eyes elsewhere has been astute. It may just have inspired others to do the same. Like Alex Grimaldo, who left in 2016. Barcelona were faced with a difficult situation with Grimaldo. 3 years ago, the youngster had 6 months left on his contract at the club and indicated that he had no intention of renewing. The pathway to the first team hadn't materialised despite his extensive experience with the club's B team. For a little over €2 million, Benfica were able to steal him away, and the 23-year-old left-back hasn't looked back since, developing into a consistent performer with an excellent left foot and one of Europe's most coveted fullbacks. Juventus moved to secure Pablo Moreno's services when the midfielder was just 16, after netting over 200 goals in La Masia's system, as well as playing a key role at national level. Moreno was reported to cost Juventus in the region of €700,000. The Spaniard is already proving to be a force as part of Juve's under-19 side in the UEFA Youth League, and should feature in Spain's plans in the upcoming Under-17 World Cup. A technically gifted midfielder, capable of both creating and finishing moves, the teenager looks set to turn some heads over the next few years. Now, arguably one of the most marketable youngsters in La Masia's ranks, 16-year-old Chavvy Simmons, who has 2 million Instagram followers, left for Paris Saint-Germain this summer, where the Dutch teenager will feature for their under-19 side in the UEFA Youth League. Barca were not willing to offer a bigger contract to a talent they were not entirely convinced would be worth the big outlay in comparison to others on their books. Owing to the presence of Ansu Fati in the system, as well as older prospects such as Puig stagnating when exciting in their teen years, taking a bigger contract and getting assurances of a more prominent role in youth football seemed to be the decisive factor for Simmons.